Hello everyone and welcome back to another Essential Album video. This is week 45 and this week we're taking a look at I Say by Erasure. First released May 16th, 1994. Some notable tracks off of this album are Always, Run to the Sun, I Love Saturday, and Take Me Back. First time I ever heard Erasure or any Erasure was probably in 1995. My friend and I were just hanging out, and I think he had a copy of this album. I think he had borrowed it from his brother or something like that, or maybe it was his own copy. I'm not really sure. But it's kind of like a pop, like synth-pop, techno-ish kind of album. I really didn't have any kind of exposure to that like genre of music at the time. And I ended up really liking that album. Ended up picking up a copy of it for myself like later that year. But it's a really good album. I think this is like their Erasure's sixth album, but this is the one that I chose for this series because this was kind of my introduction to them back in the mid '90s. And I think my friend had got it from his brother, like I said, because his brother was like a local kind of DJ. They DJ'd like a lot of like high school dances and things like that. So his brother had access to a lot of music that kind of maybe wasn't necessarily mainstream at the time, and just various albums from like a lot of, I think like a lot of European imports and things like that. So it kind of exposed me to a whole lot of like club music. Like Aqua was one of the bands that I first heard from his brother because his brother just had access to all these different albums. But Erasure's I Say is very good. It's got some really good tracks on it. We're going to take a quick look here at the track listing on it. So yeah, this is it's about a 45-minute long album. It's got 10 tracks. The first track is Take Me Back. So track 1 is Take Me Back. Track 2 is I Love Saturday. Track 3 is Man in the Mood. Track 4 is So the Story Goes. Track 5 is Run to the Sun. Track 6 is Always. Track 7 is All Through the Years. Track 8 is Blues Away. Track 9 is Miracle. And track 10 is Because You're So Sweet. I remember we were kind of like just hanging out, and he played this album. I think we played it while we were playing like some Super Nintendo, like Mario Kart or something like that, at his house. And like I said, I really ended up enjoying it. Even a couple years later, or a few years later, I think they released an album called Cowboy. And I remember we were watching like MTV one day, and I think it was like MTV News or something, or something between music videos. And they showed like a highlight from like an Erasure concert. And I think like one of the members of Erasure during the Cowboy tour would dress up in like a cactus costume and like play guitar. I remember like us thinking that was like really funny and really kind of interesting. And like the cool thing of that was, like I said, him and his brother just exposed me to a whole bunch of different music, like not just stuff that was like European. This is a European band as well, but I remember like I really got into like Pink Floyd because of him and his brother. So it was really fun to just listen to this album. I hadn't listened to it in a while, so streamed it on Apple Music a few times last week. Like I said, it's kind of like a short listen, like 45 minutes, and it just brought me right back to 1995 when this album or it came out in '94, but like '95 was when I first heard it. It's kind of like I said, kind of a little bit techno, a little bit like synth pop. I don't really know how I'm going to categorize it for this series. I don't think it's techno enough to really be a techno album, so I might just put it under like dance, like I did with the with Aqua's Aquarium when I did that, however many months ago that was. One cool thing with the album art is I love that every other letter in Erasure's name is like a computer part. So we have the R is like a chip and like I don't know if it's a capacitor, but like a chip. The S is like a headphone cable, or like a one end. Like, well, they're both the same size, but like the S is a headphone cable looking thing, and then the R is a computer chip. I remember I don't know if it was this album where the liner notes they like thanked the synthesizer. I forget like what the model was that they used, but they were like, we would like to thank this synthesizer for making this like album possible. But yeah, so that is I Say by Erasure. It's definitely worth checking out. And one of my kind of like favorite albums from them, I've listened to a few of them, is I keep always kind of like really enjoying this particular one. But that's going to do it for this week. We'll be back again in another week with another album. We're closing up on the series. The series is about to wrap up here, like at the end of the year, and then we'll do like a breakdown of all the stuff that we covered on this series. But that's going to do it for now. So remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll see you again next time. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one. See ya.